Hi there, and welcome to Cal Poly's video workshop series. In this episode, we're going to go over advanced widgets. We did basic widgets in the previous video, in which we covered how to make widgets like the Spotlight, Giving, and Admissions widgets, but not recent news or upcoming events. Now, recent news is actually a pre-made widget. It automatically populates with the most recent news items you have added to your site. This only works if you're using the news content type when you create news items on your site. After clicking Add Content to see the different types of content that we can create on our site, we can see news right here in the middle of the list. Content created with this type is what will show up in the recent news widget. Upcoming events, however, is a widget that's fully customizable, and we're going to show you how to make widgets just like this. To start with, we need to click on Structure near the top of our page here, and then Blocks at the top of this list. At the very top of our block page here, you can see this Add Block link. We need to click on this, and it will take us to a page where we can create a new block. The block title will be the title of the widget. So if we go back to the home page and look at the widgets we currently have, Upcoming Events would be the title. We'll call this one a sample widget. Block description is what appears on your block's administration page. I popped that open in a new tab here for you. It's the previous page we were just on. And it's basically the name of the block you see on the left side here. Something like Management or Sample Menu. For simplicity's sake, it's often best to just use the same text you put in the block title field. This avoids any confusion when you're trying to locate and manage this block later on. Next, we see the block body. This is the same kind of editor that you're used to using when you create basic pages, and you have more or less the same amount of freedom to enter content into it. Now, keep in mind that widgets are fairly small. If you try to overload them with too much content, it won't work out very well. So be mindful of the limited space you have when you're designing your widget. Also, keep in mind that some additional styling is applied to things that are set as widgets. As an example, I have the Upcoming Events widget open in this tab here. I'm going to copy the source code into our new widget as a good starting point for us. You can see when I turn the source view off and look at the WYSIWYG editor, this doesn't look a whole lot like the Upcoming Events widget actually does. So keep that in mind when you're designing these widgets. If we look at the source code real quick, we can see that this was accomplished with an unordered list, a UL, and list items. I'm going to make a few small changes just so it's a little bit easier to differentiate our new sample widget from the existing Upcoming Events widget. Let's change this to and this too. Next, when we scroll down, we're going to take a look at the region settings first. In the Cal Poly standard responsive theme, which is our default theme, we need to make sure that this is set to appear in the widgets region. And then finally, we can set the visibility settings at the very bottom of the page here. The visibility settings were covered in the basic widget video. For full details on how to configure this, take a look at that video. In this case, I'm okay with this widget appearing on all pages, which is the default setting you see here, so I'm going to leave it like that. I'll click Save. And we should be all set. Let's go back to the home page, scroll down, and there it is. We see Sample Widget, as well as some of the text that I changed, and we're good to go. And that's actually all it takes to create one of these advanced widget types. The hard part comes in making sure that you design something that fits inside of the small space that you have to work with. You can email us at drupalsupport@calpoly.edu if you have any questions. And thanks for watching.